It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And all eyes are on the dual threat Lamar Jackson, your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Saints and the 49ers, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
The first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the San Francisco 49ers and the New Orleans Saints. Gone alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you think about matchups in the NFL, you're usually thinking this offense versus this defense. But this game here, we get two different offensive philosophies that are matching up in this one.
Yeah, we certainly do, because on one side, you've got a team that not only loves to throw the football, they do it quite well. They're the #1 passing offense in the league. And on the other sideline, the ground game is their strength. They're a top 5 unit in the league. So contrasting styles of moving the football. To me, this is going to make for a very interesting ball game.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball?
And right away, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Yeah, agree to disagree. Yeah. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown 49ers. Jerry Jeudy, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Saints now for their first drive. They'll have Lamar Jackson calling the shots, the former Heisman Trophy winner from Louisville.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Jackson's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. That's the #2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be #2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be #1.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Saints had 7-4 on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think it's going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 2 on the play there. And that leads to New Orleans first down. shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never brought the play action fade.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. Touchdown, Saints. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter. And we're tied 7-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's Hollywood, Marquise Brown, who finishes it off with the touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Give them a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. Now Lawrence. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Lawrence going to keep this himself. Room here to run. And he's taken down inside the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. This defense for the Saints, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it.
So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48. Seibert able to knock this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down.
Good job there getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on second down.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep, and this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in there. So he's been automatic to this point in the season, and he connects on the field very well.
Actually, it is that kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
The window closes quickly. They get up to the 22-yard line. The game there now set up 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. We'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half. He's going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. From midfield now, Lawrence. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. On fourth down, Matt Ariza is sent on to punt. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Jackson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The offense on third down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Oh, he shifts past him. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 30 on second down, Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. On second down, it's Pollard. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone to side.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. His 5th touchdown on the ground, number 8 overall, as they have taken the lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before the smaller guy. Turned a little more power and scored.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Butker now to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Lawrence to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they went standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take near the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did. They came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and a lead now up to 14. A handful play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now Lawrence. That's taken in by Duvernay. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Airing it out deep for Woods. And that would be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Saints coming back out ready to go for this next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Jackson. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll run forward with Pollard. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got him. Touchdown, Saints. Jalen Waddle as the first half is winding down. And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point by Baker is on target. And a lead down to 3 touchdowns at Jordan Love. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Lawrence will throw. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Here's Lawrence. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
A 6-yard pick brings up 2nd and 4.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So certainly not at all what you're looking for here to start. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
The previous play is under review.
And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing? So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They go play action with Jackson. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
He did it again. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Well, for Alvin Kamara, that speed-size combo, just about exactly what you want for a running back. And he uses that size, that strength to bust through a would-be tackler there. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took out that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
On second down, here's the option. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Saints will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
From the 30 on second down, Jackson throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Get a nice lead, you should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Milton Williams there on the tackle.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll be marked down right off the 20-yard line.
As a passer, he's trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
An inside give, Brown. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding. Offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to
And he'll score! Touchdown, New Orleans! Jalen Waddle with his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their play. To you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The 49ers settling in for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and it forces him into completion.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Roquan Smith gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
They'll run with Pollard. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's 4th down.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Offside. Defense.
So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Back to throw now on 1st down. Right back to Tolbert. And he'll be brought down at the 27. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Brown. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Their biggest call right now, a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 59 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run,
touchdown! Jalen Tolbert, his first touchdown of the year. And the Saints are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that was a 11-play drive. And it was finished off by a Jalen Tolbert touchdown grab. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Niners set to take over on offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Over the middle, complete to Judy. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throws on target to Duvernay. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Lawrence to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Jabril Cox just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. So about 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And then we're facing a 3rd and 12. Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Lawrence. He's got his man. That's Woods on the out route. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Here's Lawrence to throw. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal coming. Way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
1st and goal, San Francisco.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Flush to, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trevor Lawrence taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Seibert on for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was capped off by Trevor Lawrence taking it in himself. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the 49ers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there and still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Open man is Duvernay. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Lawrence will throw. Pass complete to Judy on the out route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. But to throw again is Lawrence. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is running out now in this game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Saints, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tennessee Titans come to town. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.